We're live.
Hello, everybody.
We're alive. We're here. We made it.
We sure did.
Oh my gosh. Hope everybody's having a great morning. It's Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Jeez. That's pretty bad when you don't even know the day of the week. Hi, Nikki.
Sorry, Mario.
Hey, Nikki, did you wanna come in? I don't know. I know that you drove a lot.
She sent a message saying to call her.
Oh, okay. Then I will. Oh, yeah. Call me. Oh. Better not do that. Might scare everybody off.
I'm probably only going to be able to be in here for a little while because I got to go get my pudding ready and my face ready, and we got to leave here by like 10.
Okay. Do you have your pudding already ready?
No.
Sally.
Yeah, I sat up last night. I did go to sleep at like was it 5? I went to sleep at like 5, but yeah, I didn't do hardly anything last night. I slacked, and should have got my pudding done. I did go out sourcing last night and find an ice machine. It's like a portable ice machine dilly. And they sell new for like $250. So I figure I could probably get at least 100 out of it.
Cool.
It's a Mr. Freeze. So not sure if anybody.
Mother's mustache says I sound kind of far away.
Not to me.
Okay. I don't know.
It might just be the thing.
Yeah.
It's because she doesn't have her headphones on, but that's all right. I can hear you fine.
Oh, this thing is just freaking driving me nuts.
Thank you.
Fine. Driving me crazy.
Mother's mustache says she likes my blouse. Thank you. I found this in the dumpster a long time ago. And, you know, it's a Maggie Barnes. And I probably could get $20 out of it. But I love the pink that's on it. And it goes with a lot of my stuff. And, you know, I don't... As far as clothes, I get addicted to, like, one set of clothes. And I'll wear those a whole bunch. And then I, you know, I'll move on to something else. You know, I'll donate this or get rid of it and move on to something else. Little by little, I change up my. That's my ice machine. You hear it? It's working. I couldn't get it to work, but Brandon finally got it working. I guess you have to hold down a power button or something for a long time. So, but yeah, it's a working. That's good.
It?
What's that?
Are you keeping it?
No. I myself, I can get free ice through my work because we have one of the big ice makers. And so I bring home bags of ice and I throw them in my square tub in my freezer. And, you know, so I don't pay for ice. I don't have to pay for ice. So I'd rather just sell this one and get some money.
Yeah.
You know, I come across items like this very rarely. Well, I can't say very rarely.
Yeah.
Oh no, can't hear you.
Oh, no.
YouTube decided that was enough for you. You better get your headphones on, girl.
Valerie's been putting the penalty box.
No, but I can't say that I come across these kind of items like super rarely, but you know, it's like you know, one good thing maybe, you know, twice a month or something, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, not one good thing. It's like one really, really good thing, you know, a couple times a month. Maybe if I get lucky, a little bit more than that. So I have to roll with my home runs. That's what I was trying to think of. I have to go for them when I get them.
Well, that's like, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, Nikki.
At auctions, you know, like I was telling Tara one day, you know, it seems like at auctions, I don't have, you know, a lot of people say where they don't get home runs very often. I get them all the time. All the time.
Well, at auctions, I mean, I could understand that. It'd probably be like a home run every time for me too, if I did auctions, you know. But you know, going to one dumpster, you know, and picking from that one dumpster, you don't really come across a whole lot of home runs, you know. But then I'm not paying for any of my inventory either.
You do pretty good though.
Yeah. So Valerie, is it working? I cannot hear you. Dang it. Better start playing with some buttons.
Can we hear you now, Valerie? I can't hear you.
Yeah, sometimes Robin is saying that she's working an office job right now, which, yeah, we know. I mean, you do what you got to do. She says she keeps reminding herself that it's only temporary through the end of the year, that she needs the cash. So we completely understand that. Well, I don't really want it to be the Sally Show because I'm not going to be here for very long. So Valerie needs to get her crap working. Good morning, Laura. Nikki, isn't today your birthday?
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Woo! Valerie says happy birthday too.
Thank you.
I don't know if you've seen her or not, but she's like raising her hands and happy birthday. And it was your anniversary?
Yesterday, yeah.
Well, happy anniversary too.
Yeah. 24 years yesterday.
Wow. 24 years.
Long time.
That is a long time.
24 long, grueling years. No.
It's been dropping ice, Brandon.
What?
It's been dropping ice.
Yes, I know it does. I can see it. Vinegar put in it.
Yeah. I gotta clean it up with some vinegar.
Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes.
Yes, yes. Happy birthday, Nikki. Woohoo! Tim says, shh. Tim says, but you know, with clothes name brand is good, but I would think that with women, if it's cheerful and makes you happy, then wear it. So really, it doesn't matter the name. Like wear a Big Bird shirt. Well, yeah. If it makes you happy and you like the shirt, then definitely you need to keep it.
I poured vinegar in it.
Okay. Okay, thanks for the update.
Don't make it come over there. You hear me?
Yeah, Tim says, can we paddle you and pinch to grow an inch?
Don't make it come over there.
Jason says, so you were married almost on your 15th birthday? 19th birthday. Night of my wedding was happy birthday to me. It was funny because my husband never actually proposed to me. He called me up and said, how does June 26th sound for a wedding date? I said, well, it's the day before my birthday. He says, yeah, I wanted to do that so I don't forget the date.
Oh my God. So he says, do you want to just get married today?
No, he just said, how does June 26th sound for a wedding date? This was like months before, but I said, I guess, it's day before my birthday, whatever. And so that was how I was proposed to. He called me up on the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Real romantic. He's actually very romantic normally, but
Oh, that's good.
more romantic than I care for, but I let him do it.
Eric Dominic says, watching you guys while dining at Steak and Shake. Awesome.
Huh. Agree.
Sounds good. I go for a steak right now. What's going on, Valerie? Are you getting it? You better get it going or you're going to have to start over. Because I got to get going here in a little bit.
And also, I shared my birthday with Captain Kangaroo my whole life.
Oh, that's cool.
Bob Keeshan. We used to send birthday cards back and forth with a little kid.
Awesome.
Because a neighbor of mine, I loved Captain Kangaroo when I was little, and a neighbor of mine knew him. And she told him that it was my birthday and what a big fan I was. And she gave him a birthday card from me. And that I had given him. And so, yeah, every year we sent birthday cards to each other.
That's neat.
I was a hell of a guy. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Tim says, oh, for everyone who didn't see it, Nintendo is coming out with a anniversary model in September that most likely won't be forever for $77. If you buy a few, they will sell crazy for Christmas. Yeah, probably. Beth C got married on lunchtime because they worked together and they decided for lunch they were going to get married.
That's a cool story.
Awesome. me and my husband we were together for, I think, well, since 2004. 2004, we got together, and we met each other in a chat room on the internet. He lived in Michigan, and I lived in California. And I actually had just got, it's a really funny story, but I just got a new phone that had internet on it for the first time. And, you know, for me, it was the first time. And so I was, you know, all excited and everything. And so I go online and I get in one of these chat rooms, you know, for people that want to meet, single people that want to meet people, you know. And so I went in there and my phone got stuck in this chat room. Like I couldn't get out of it. And so when I was just about, I think I just about had it and was going to turn my phone off. And Brandon goes, "Hey, what's up? Do you want to call me?" And I'm like, that's weird, you know. Why would I call him? You know, I'm, you know, talking in this chat room. I don't know if I really want to do that. So I talked to him for a minute. Turns out he's driving and sitting there texting on the chat room. And I'm like, okay, you could call me. I don't want you to like end up in an accident or anything, you know, just because you want to, you know, talk in a chat room. And so I let him call me, and that was history. So he moved out to California. Huh?
I said, look at that. You saved his life.
I know. Probably for real. And he probably saved mine too. But yeah, he moved out to California. We were out there for what, 5 or 6 years. And then we moved here to Michigan, and we got married in 2010 on Valentine's Day. So we've been married for 7 years. 7 years.
Wow.
Megan asked Valerie, is there a troubleshooting page on the headphone software where you can repair, resync the Bluetooth? Yeah. Oh, Valentine's Day is your birthday, Robin? That's cool.
That was my brother's best friend. That's how me and Gary met.
Your brother's best friend?
Yeah. I was with my sister-in-law, and we drove up to where my brother was at a trailer. He was hooking up a trailer to his truck, and Gary was bending over, and I said, who's that guy with the nice ass? And my sister-in-law goes, "Oh, that's Gary." I said, I like him. Well, then he was going out with somebody, and he broke up. I gave him his time to heal, and then I moved in. That's for the kill.
Tim says, Valerie, Tim says, can you see it? Can you see the chat? She popped out and popped back in. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Woohoo. I don't know what you're going to do with that crap.
I think it's I think it's the operator. I don't necessarily think it's the equipment. I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's good. All right.
Okay, I gotta take a break and go make my pudding. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay.
Love you, Puddin'. Yeah, Gary was 22 and I was 17, and I had the hots for him. And well, then my dad
That's
didn't.
cool.
My dad loved Gary. He thought he was the greatest thing since the round wheel. But when I said I wanted to date Gary, my dad wasn't okay with it. But he thought my brother was like 9 years older than me,
Yeah.
and so my dad thought Gary was 9 years older than me. He thought he was around Terry's age, and he was only 22. There was only 5 years difference between us. So finally, after my dad found out that there was only 5 years between us, he was okay with it.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I was not so graceful in that time. I met my first husband. I met him when I was, well, I was 16. I was 16. He was 26. So that's a big, 9 years and then all of that. Can you all hear? It was pretty crazy the way.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I was just a kid, so I didn't know. I was, young and dumb, basically.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that was, that I just wanted to get out of the house, get
Yeah.
out from underneath my dad's reign or whatever you want to call it. So,
Yeah.
but it was crazy.
Hmm.
So did you have a good trip?
Yeah, it was long, but yeah, we got a good trip. It was fun.
And you got a truck,
Yep. 2002 F-250.
but it
Four
wasn't the
door
one
with a
that you went down there for.
No, the one that we went down there was sadly misrepresented.
Gotcha.
But this one, I love it. It's way comfy. It runs good.
That's good.
Yeah, nice truck, lots of power.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Blackberry thistle tea. If we knew then what we know now.
Got the truth.
Oh man. But a lot of people, my kids, Tina, she'll always ask me, "Mom, do you ever wish you'd done anything different?" And I said, "Well, if I did, you wouldn't be here. You know, you and Julie wouldn't be here." So, I mean, in a sense, it
Yeah.
worked out the way it was supposed to work out. But yes, I would have
Yeah.
liked to have graduated. I would have liked to have went to college straight out of, school. But I was too wild for that. I wasn't, that just wasn't me. I I was I was boy crazy from a very, very young age.
I was
And
too.
I just that was on my mind.
Yep.
So, good morning, Todd. Good morning, Crafty Cash Creators. But that's what I tell my girls. I just whatever happened to me in the past, you know, um, that just made me stronger and it made me who I am today. And you know, I don't know who I would be I don't know who I would be if, things didn't work out the way they did. So,
Well, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason.
yep, very true. And, a lot of people say, well, 17 years, I was married for 17 years. I I count that I chalk that up as an experience, not as lost time.
Yeah.
That was an experience, and that was a time for growing and everything. So, that's exactly what it was for me. And I grew up a lot during that time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I was a partier and stuff and had lots of boyfriends but I was ready to settle down,
yeah.
you know.
And then even when I got divorced and everything, I knew that I knew that I would be getting married again. I knew that was going to happen, but I wanted to be very selective in, the choices. So I didn't want to settle for, just anybody. And Mike was a great pick. He's a great guy. So, how's everybody's sales doing?
Mine
Oh,
suck.
Robin says she has 0 sales for 3 days. She's freaking out.
Out.
Have you been able to list anything? That's the key. Even if it's just 5 things.
June
Um,
June is always slow.
June is what?
I've had a slow June. June is always slow for me. I've had a slow June.
Yeah.
Usually my summer sales slow down in June, and then about the middle of July they start speeding up again.
Yeah.
But just keep
I know.
listing because better sales are coming. So just list through it. Just keep listing.
Yep. Yep. Because I was thinking the other day, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have to get me another job, outside
Yeah.
the home. And I do not want to do that. But if worse comes to worse, another job,
But
outside the home. And I do not want to. What the heck? Is that Jason? Jason, you always do
Of course
that.
it is. I know.
yeah.
I always do.
I was like, Jason, are you out
I'm so bad with that.
Just keep listing through the slowness. I mean, because when things speed up, you're gonna wish you had that the to get stuff done, you know.
right?
So just use this time as getting your listings up, getting organized, you know, because eventually the sales are gonna go up and you're not gonna have time to even think.
Right. That's right.
So list every day and just keep doing it.
And I completely understand. I mean, it makes you, if you're not getting the sales, it makes you kind of brings your whole mood down, and then you start, thinking negatively and everything. But, you know, I completely agree. I mean, yeah, I think you have to list through it and, just work through it somehow. And if you have to get a part-time job, then, I
Yeah.
was thinking about, just getting something maybe for the summer or something. Um, it's just something you got to work through.
Yeah. Well, everybody's situation is different, you know. Some people
It's true.
can't ride through the slow sales, but if you can, just keep listing.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. Um, I wanted to tell you guys I'm going to California next. I leave next Monday.
Oh, fun.
Yay!
Oh, cool.
So, there's probably not going to be a show. I know that Sally was thinking about, doing one instead. Um, but she's going to be working and everything. So I hope she'll be able to do it. But just so you're kind of on the up and up, you just be aware that there may not be a show.
How long are you going to be gone?
I am going to be gone I leave on the 3rd and I'll be back on the 15th, 14th or 15th.
Wow.
So it's going to be 2 weeks, just right around 2 weeks. So it'll be good. If I go out there, I like to stay for a period of time. I don't like to just go for the weekend or
Yeah.
things like that. I used to do that
I'm glad.
when Mike was alive. I would, because he didn't like me gone for very long, and so he would say, 3 or 4 days, you can go, Monday or like Friday to Monday or something, come home Tuesday. And but that just, that wasn't there was like 2 days of travel time, and then I got there and got to spend maybe like a full day and then had to leave, and it just no, that doesn't work for me. So if I go either to California or North Carolina, I'm gonna, I plan on going for at least 10 days. That's the goal. I do have grandbabies. I have 4 grandchildren, 2 boys, 2 girls. I have 1 in California and 3 in North Carolina,
Huh.
and they're all under 2 years old. Atlas in California, he'll be 2, and then I got the twins. The twins are 18 months. Yeah, I think they just turned 18 months. Or they're going to be 18 months. One of the two. They're 17 or 18 months. And then I have another granddaughter that is 6 months. So, and I love them all. The youngest granddaughter I haven't got to see yet. So
Where's the
I'm
youngest
excited.
one? California or North
North
Carolina?
Carolina.
Oh,
North
okay.
Carolina. And I kind of plan on going out there either August or September. So um, I'm gonna. That's one of my things is I'm gonna try and um, visit every couple months. Visit one of the two.
Right. And
So
you're kind of in the middle between both of them, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know.
each one you're flying basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which it's a lot easier for me to fly either way, than them. They've got all those kids, and so of course it costs a little bit more for kids and families and everything. Um, so I figure I can, get out there and visit, and as long as I can get there and hang out with, stay with them and be able to hang out. What city in California? Sacramento. She's in Sacramento. But wow, Silverhair Stacker. My boys were 5 years apart, so we did 10 years of college. That's crazy. Crazy. But and that's the thing. I want my kids to, or my grandkids to know me. So, and then once everything is done here, which we're hoping by next year, which is crazy to think that something like that would last for so long, but um, I'm kind of thinking spring next year I'll probably be leaving Kansas and just be part-time between North Carolina and California, at least for now, until I figure out what I'm going to do. So,
You've got so many options. You
oh yeah,
figure out which is best, eh?
yeah. I mean, I've got a few ideas and things, but like I always say, a lot of things can happen in a year,
Yeah.
6 months. So, and I figure I can do I can do eBay either place. So
Yep.
I know both places have bins. They have thrift stores. I know in North Carolina, the place that my daughter lives, there's a lot of thrift stores and I'm sure auctions and stuff like that around there. So
Unless you're going to
Tiff,
like Antarctica, I'm sure you'd be fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
I
always
am not.
stuff.
I won't be going anywhere north, so I will definitely be staying south somewhere. Oh my gosh. The other Jason, my kids are 18, 17, 15, 8, and 6. Wow. You have a
Holy
very busy
crap.
house. Yeah, that's a busy house. I'd be locking myself in the basement or something. No, I'm just kidding. So,
Damn.
That's a lot of kids.
that is a lot of kids. But I know you love them all.
Yep.
Tiffany asked, Nikki, are you from Canada?
No, close, but no.
Did you ever see Northern Exposure?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm about about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Canada.
And that's like the rugged part of Canada, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, like when you cross that border, there's no cities out that way, right?
I don't know. I've never been to Canada
Oh, okay.
since I live so close, but
Yeah.
I know it's very woodsy and stuff up there. I know that. I've been to the Canadian border.
You've
You're
heard
kind
it
of
here, folks. Canada is woodsy and shit up here.
you're a little bit glitchy, Nikki.
Am I? I'll come back.
Yeah, a
Be
little
right back.
bit.
Sounds a little like
Okay.
a drunk soupy sales.
Oh, Mary O says she's going to be going up in her area in 2 weeks. That's cool. Yeah. So, I mean, I do not like the fact that I'm not going to be doing the show because I don't want, I don't want, anyone to, I don't know. I just don't like not doing the show. It's kind of like part of me now. So, but I'll be back. And who knows, I might even do some, shows over there. Not at 6 o'clock in the morning, though.
Oh, that's right. 3 hour difference. Or for you, 2 hours, right?
Uh-huh. It's two for me. It'll be two. Yeah. That's still a little too early in the morning. But
Is that better?
Yep.
yes, you sound like a new woman.
So I was going to tell you guys about the whole Canada thing.
Yeah.
It was funny because that one show that used to be on, I don't know if it's still on cable. It was about searching out Sasquatch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
So
on
they
Animal
came
Planet.
they came to Moose Lake for a sighting, and Moose Lake is mm, about probably 45 minutes south of me.
Mm.
And it's just a little tiny town. It's not, I don't even know if it's even incorporated. But anyways, the guy on the show is like, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just mud and dirt north of here. And it's like, really? There's Duluth up here, Duluth's got like 90 some thousand people. But yeah, we're just dirt and trees up here,
Yeah, but if you've seen that show, those guys don't look very bright.
I heard in
Which
Duluth
probably
the dogs bark.
all of them were staying in Duluth when they were in town.
Mother's mustache wanted to know if you had any sightings where you lived.
No.
Yeah, we get a sighting every Friday night around here.
Yeah, we just thought that was funny when he said it's all dirt and trees north of Moose
Oh
Lake.
my gosh.
Like, yeah, there's a city of like 90,000 people up here, but yeah, we're just dirt and trees.
Oh, this one's real good.
Where I'm at, there's nothing. But yes, where Nikki's at, Duluth's a very big city, actually.
Margot says, has anyone seen the Moose Soup video? I swear it's Nikki on the video. You might have to go
Yeah.
take a look at that.
Oh boy.
Kept picking it up, and here it was knocked out of there again. I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up again. It's almost.
Oh, I am so sorry, Robin. Yeah, I'll be gone from the 3rd, so that's a Monday, I won't be back until, is it, I think I come back on the 14th, so no show from the 3rd to the 17th.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's just unacceptable.
I know. I know. You'll make it. I'll do some videos of up there. I think we're supposed to go to like San Francisco and to an aquarium over there. I think we're going to go to the beach somewhere. I'm sorry, Margot. There'll be riots in the street. Roadshow. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I might have to do a little log while I'm out there. So how am I going to work now? That's the thing, is we have like recorded videos, and so you can just go through and just start from the beginning and do your videos through there. How do you think that'll work?
Yeah, if you go back to the very beginning, you'll see I'm only like 100 pounds.
Oh, stop. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. But who's going to step up and do a morning show? Well, hopefully nobody, because you might like them a lot better than you like me. No.
Somebody asked me if I would. I said I would to help out, but I don't know how I'd run it off my phone.
Well, let's all just go on vacation. That sounds good to me. Yeah, Sally did say that she was going to try and do a show in the morning. But, like I said, she'd be working, getting off in the morning, so You know, it may not. We'll just have to figure it out. So there may be some days that you may not get a show. That's what I'm trying to say. But you'll survive. And see, when I get back, then you'll just love me even more.
There you go.
I don't know if I could love you anymore as much as I already do.
Oh, aw, that's so sweet.
Did you guys get to see each other or no yesterday?
No, we didn't.
My husband screwed that one up.
Damn, man.
Plenty of time. I had plenty of time to come see her. I was going to.
Yeah.
But my husband posted on Facebook that he was on the 405 because he likes that show, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right.
And so then his buddy, who he hasn't seen in like 20 years, messaged him and said, hey, or called him and said, hey, where are you? And he said, Oklahoma City. He's like, well, so am I. So let's meet up. Well, he says, well, I can't stay for very long. Well, then they ended up chit-chatting and stuff and taking way too long. So we ended up losing a lot of time.
Well, he owes you something. He owes you one, Nikki. You really screwed up.
Valerie only lives like 8 hours from me, so
no.
One of these days I'm just gonna make a special trip.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, Nikki, I missed it before. What did you end up buying in Texas?
It's either a 2001 or 2002 F-250.
Oh, pickup. Oh, okay.
Did you get gas or diesel?
Diesel.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
The nice thing about those southern trucks, they don't got no gas.
And it's got all kinds of upgrades, but I don't know much about it, so.
Yeah. And they don't have any rust on them now.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Now your original
really cool, and we got a good deal, so that's all I know.
Your original intention was an RV, right?
No, it was a different pickup.
Oh, I thought you were into an RV for some reason.
Probably because I sent that picture of that stupid camper.
Oh.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought that's what you went down there for. Oh.
No, we went down there for a pickup. My husband wanted to pick up.
Oh, okay. The RV would have been cool. Imagine Nikki coming live from an RV instead of a van. She had like a recliner back there and everything.
But then my husband found a trailer he wants on eBay, but it's in North Carolina. He's like, should we turn around? I said, well, if you can clear it with your boss, I'm game.
There you go. So you could just do some traveling yourself.
Yeah.
Go here and there and everywhere.
I told him, I said, well, if you buy it, I can go down and pick it up. Oh, no, that's too far for you to drive by yourself. I said, hey, asshole. I said, I used to be a truck driver. I used to drive close.
You know what that means, though?
Yeah, that's right.
It means that he wanted to go too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That means he doesn't want
he didn't want you just to be able to. Right. Exactly.
Well, that's all the guys at work are asked him. They asked him, "Are you going to let Nikki drive your truck?" First, why wouldn't I? And they're like, "Oh, we don't let our wives." None of them let their wives drive their truck.
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, she's certified to drive a hell of a lot bigger truck than this, you know. I wouldn't let her.
I don't let Jim drive my trucks. I do all the driving. I don't let him drive.
Really?
I do 90% of the driving. I do myself.
Why?
Oh wow.
Because I like to be in control.
It's not because it's not that she doesn't let me drive. It's just that she's selfish and she always wants to be the driver. She says, like Dusty, she just makes a terrible passenger.
I am, because he drives for.
I'm like, you're not a terrible driver, or you're not a bad passenger. You're a selfish person.
So Jim, you drive just fine then. It's not like you're driving, it's that she just likes to be in control.
Man,
No.
he rides way over the white line. It drives me nuts.
Like if there's an errand or something that that's got to be done, then I can drive. Like, okay, well I don't want to do that with you right now. So go drive by yourself. But if she's in the car, you got to be driving. It's hilarious.
It's because I always drove. I mean, when I met him, I was like, well, we got married when I was 34, so I was always kind of very independent. I always drove, so I just kept driving when I got with him.
I thought you were going to say when I met him, I was in the driver's seat.
No, I was in a bar when I met him, but anyway, that's another.
Yeah. And you got to use the passenger seat because you got the steering wheel. You've been in a cab of a truck before.
Oh my God.
Jim kept hitting his head on the steering wheel.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
The only problem.
No,
with
I'm kind of.
The only problem with being a truck driver is everybody in your family thinks that you like
ahead.
to drive. So
Yeah.
I drove most of the trip.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. I mean, I don't necessarily like to drive, but anybody that and for some reason it never was like, always like this. It was just something that happened, recently, like within the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so, where I don't trust people that are driving. I mean, Mike was a professional driver. He was a truck driver. And it took me a long time to be able to actually trust him. And, I was just kind of flinch at any little thing that he did or the way he was driving or whatever, And I hated that, but I couldn't help it.
I do that too when Jim drives.
It's just horrible.
Yeah, because on snowy roads, he'll be like on the gravel. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can you just stay on the freaking road?
Yeah, because you got to get a pair of tires on the gravel so that you got traction on black ice. But anyhow,
okay,
she
whatever.
sits there and holds on to those. I call them the I don't know if it's right. The J word that refers to the Christian. Anyway, I call them those grips.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, because then people go on and they go, "Oh Jesus." Okay, she holds on to those handles, and then she's always looking out the window. I mean, I can't even have a conversation with her. She's just staring out the passenger window at that fog line. I'm like, oh my God, just don't. I've been driving. I'm 52 years old. Okay, I think I can keep. I've been driving since 1981. Okay, I think I can keep a car on the road.
Yeah, but he does stuff like flip cars and shit like that. I don't trust.
Yeah, when
him.
I was younger, when I was like 19 or 20.
I've never flipped a car.
Well, and that's a good thing about flipping a car. Because she goes, oh, the car's going to flip. I flip cars. I know I can. They got this weird feeling when they're about to flip. When you know that,
Oh my gosh.
Driving since you were like 10, so
Oh.
Yeah, she was driving when she was younger than that. How old would you have been in 81?
I'm born in 73, so
83 you would have
I'd
been 10.
like 8.
You'd have been, right? Yeah, I've been driving since she was 8 years old. I've got underwear older than when she got her driver's license.
Ew.
Let's go to Walmart, Jim.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, myself, I like to be in control too, so I know what Tara's talking about.
Yeah, I like to be in control.
But also, Jessica has this thing. I don't know who the hell taught her to drive, and I've never seen this. I've never seen this in anyone else. But she pumps the gas pedal constantly,
like while she's moving.
Yeah, it gets me sick. Who does that? I've never seen that before.
Hey, Jason, Tara won't use cruise control.
I don't like to use cruise control because I like to be in control.
Yeah, so we're like going 1 minute.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're going from 35 to 65, from 35 to 65. We're on the highway. Just put it in cruise control.
I never dropped to 35. You're nuts.
I don't have cruise control either, man. I never did that.
I don't use cruise control. I like to be in total control.
Yeah.
I never use.
I use cruise control most of the time, but when I was driving truck, I never used cruise control. I drove all over the United States, never using cruise control
Yeah.
because I was
It's
always
fun.
afraid like to fall asleep at the wheel. You know.
One of my older
Yeah.
my Honda Element was a stick shift and it had cruise control. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah, I
would be
never
kinda
used that thing. Ugh.
Oh, that is weird because you can't downshift.
Right, exactly.
So what did it do when you hit a hill? Did it just rev the shit out of the engine? Oh, sorry.
Just
I mean,
let
you
it
know,
go. Just
when
let
you
it go,
come up-
John.
Yeah, no monetization on this one. Anyway, when you come up to a hill, I mean, it would just have to rev like crazy to get up, because it couldn't downshift.
I don't know because I never really used it, but I always thought it was kind of weird that it had it.
Wow.
It is kind of weird.
Ooh, off topic though. While I'm over here, hey, Nikki, I'm gonna one up you here. I met Bob Keeshan in a restaurant. My grandma knew him when we lived down in Chicago. My grandma waitressed at this restaurant called Corrado's, and he would go in there. We were at a different restaurant, and she saw him in the restaurant with some friends. She walks over there and she asks him, "May I introduce my grandson to you? He's a big fan." So I'm a little kid, I'm like 4 years old. He's like, sure. He's a real nice guy. So my grandma walks me over there to introduce me to him, and he goes, "Hi, I'm Captain Kangaroo." And I'm like, "No, you're not." "No, I'm Captain Kangaroo." I'm looking at him like he sounds like Captain Kangaroo, but he's not Captain Kangaroo. He don't look like Captain Kangaroo. Well, Captain Kangaroo wore that page boy wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got like his hair was all wrong. So to me, he did not look like Captain Kangaroo. So I'm making this big scene. No, you're not Captain Kangaroo. So finally, my grandma's got to take me back to our table. It's real awkward. So anyway, I made my grandma feel like an ass.
That's funny.
Your dog is scratching the shit out of me.
Aw.
What?
He wants a can of pedigree. But he's not getting it this early.
I met Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas used to go for walks by our house all the time.
Oh, really?
His wife is from Duluth. Yeah, her parents had a house like from us.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Who loves
That's
you?
cool.
And he used to walk by my house all the time. He'd give us pops.
Oh my god!
And my brother and sister. Shut up, Jim. My brother and sister got his autograph, and it says, "Who loves you, baby, Kelly."
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was like giving kids candy or whatever, but I was thinking like promoting his Kojak thing. He always had the sucker.
Yep.
Sounds like a real salesman.
Yep.
Don't forget to watch my show, kids. Here's your
And
lollipop.
get those viewers when they're young.
Yeah, who loves you, baby?
Nice guy though. Not the jerk he portrayed on TV. It was a very, very.
Oh, that's good.
End of story.
What happened to you?
I don't know.
Just kind of like stopped.
Everybody left.
Uh-oh.
Everybody left.
I'm here.
Oh.
Oh, you glitched out for a second there, Nikki. We thought we lost you.
Yeah.
I'm eating some chips, so I keep putting myself on mute so I don't munch in your ear.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It's like, man, it's too quiet.
Remember
What
the
happened?
movie Fargo, Nikki, where somebody tells a whole story and then that's it. It's dead silence. It's like, that's it. End of story. That's what you were like.
Like you're one still.
Yeah.
Like, just leave you hanging.
Yeah, that's how it is. If you ever watch the movie Fargo, the guy tells like a 5-minute story and then he just stands there and goes, that's it. End of story.
The guy shoveling his driveway. He's shoveling the snow in his driveway, and he says, "Yeah, there's these two weird-looking guys. Not just weird in a general sort of way." And he says, "Yeah, I killed a guy the other day." And I said, "Yeah, it doesn't sound too good for him then." And then it's like she's still interviewing him. Then when he gets done talking to her, he's just like, "And end of story." Anyway, it's good.
End of story.
I'll be right back. My dad's calling me.
Okay. Queen City Picker says he drove a car set up for drifting from Charlotte, North Carolina to Columbia South Carolina. It had 3 brake pedals, one for the front left, one for the front right, and all 4. It was
Oh,
a bitch, a fiend built for a movie. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Fast and Furious. Tokyo
Yeah,
Drift.
must have been something like that. That's crazy. Grandma Magic Classic says she rolled a car. It's not as much fun as you would think. No, I would say it's probably not.
No, he's rolled a couple of them.
Until you hit, it's not bad. I mean, because like it's weird. It's like you're in space. 'Cause you get this. It's a weightless feeling because you
Yeah.
lose gravity's all in the wrong places, and like everything's you can see in the because it was at night. So I mean, on snow, so I could see in the snow. You see the backdrop of pens and papers or just stuff suspended in midair as you're rolling. It's pretty cool. It was cool until impact.
Cool until you hit, huh? Until you land.
Hey, if you're in this
Smack.
situation, you might as well enjoy yourself.
Jeez. Yeah, that would be. I have to say, I've never done that.
Knock on wood, yeah.
Pow.
That would be very, very uncomfortable. Let's see. Barbara Eden and Fred McMurray. I don't know what that belonged to. Oh, maybe. Turtle Trader said Barbara Eden and Fred McMurray. I don't know where that went with. Rod Serling lived near me when I was a kid. He used to come into the bar my parents ran. He had a bushy, curly hair, almost like an afro. He didn't look anything like he did on TV. I think that's probably the way things go because, they don't do hair and makeup, 24/7. So, well,
Barbara Eden and Fred McMurray. I don't know who either of
Well-
those people are.
Fred McMurray, I know, is from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, because I used to live in Beaver Dam, and that was like their big claim to fame. We're the home of Fred McMurray. I'm like, okay, wow.
Who's Fred McMurray?
He's the guy, the dad for My 3 Sons.
Oh,
okay.
Who cares? No offense to Fred, if anybody relative of Fred McMurray is watching, but who cares?
And then Barbara Eden, that was that was I Dream of Jeannie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey Jim, you were talking about lollipops before.
Well, Nikki started it, but okay, yeah, I was in on it.
Check this out. I got this for Jessica as a gift.
oh boy.
Oh boy,
Look at the size of this thing.
That is huge.
I'm gonna start my diet tomorrow.
It's like a real blow pop too.
It's probably all sugar, so there's probably no calorie. It's probably low cal, actually.
Gosh.
How many licks to get to the center?
Yeah, how many licks to the O on that one, Jason?
I don't know. That's her. That's not me. Yeah, I wanted to get her something comfortable and lifelike.
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh man.
Wow.
To the refund.
How old are you kids? Who is Barbara Eden? Well, at least I knew who she was.
You
Man.
you should have said the I Dream of Jeannie lady.
Hey, when I was a kid, Jeannie was hot.
Okay.
Yeah, Silverhair Stacker says Barbara Eden. I couldn't wait to see her the bare belly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was scandalous then.
And they let her have the bare belly, but she had that little triangle of cloth that came up to cover her actual belly button because that was just too much for the censors. They couldn't handle having a woman with a bare belly button, so she had to have that little triangle of cloth on her belt or whatever that would just cover up her belly button. The belly was okay, but no belly button. She was but she, even in I don't know if she's still alive, but even when she got older, I mean, she really looked good. I mean, into her later years. She was a good looking woman.
She still is a good-looking woman.
Is she still around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well,
There you go.
there you go. And she always seemed like a real nice, genuine
Will you
person
stop
too. I don't know. She just seemed to
scratching?
have a real nice personality too.
Now go away. You're scratching me too much.
Actress.
Yeah.
Frankie's Fine said Cher couldn't show her belly button either. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now you can't keep clothes on them.
No.
Miley Cyrus licking a sledgehammer.
I remember when they started like swearing on network TV. I think they could do it like after 9 or whatever. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening. I mean, not like really bad swear words.
Yeah, but they say like bitch and
yeah.
Even better. Remember when like TV used to stop at like midnight or 1 o'clock, whatever it was?
They play the national anthem, and then that was it.
And so, yeah, like so if you're staying up late talking to friends or doing something, the TV went off. It's like, now what do I do?
Yeah, it's funny if you watch like the movie Poltergeist, it actually has that, and that's how it really was back then.
Yeah.
Well, this is
I
an
have
old
that-
picture of Barbara Eden, but this was her in 2013.
Are you showing a picture? Right? Oh, there it is. Oh wow. Yeah, she is good looking.
Yeah. She's held up
Good
pretty
looking,
good.
But yeah, she's still a very pretty woman for her age.
It's like Jeannie.
Linda Anderson used to come to the theater I worked at all the time. Who's Linda Anderson? That probably sounds dumb, but I don't know that name doesn't ring a bell. Anissa says, "Damn, we a bunch of old folks here." Speak for yourself. I'm young.
Yeah, Valerie's the youngest one here.
I don't know any of those old actors or actresses. Oh, Linda Anderson on Dallas?
No, wait, I think Nikki's the youngest one here.
I think you're right.
Younger than me. I know that.
I'm 43.
You're not
33.
43. Did you turn 43 today?
Yeah.
See,
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
I'm a year older than you. I turned 44 in May.
Well, dang, I'm the oldest one here then. Well, no, I'm not. I'm in the middle.
Notice it didn't follow up by a number.
Valerie's 43 and a half. She's right in the middle.
I am 47.
All right. Jim's actually the oldest one here. He's going to be 52 in next week.
There you go.
Ooh-wee.
So he's got you all beat.
I'm the same age, Val.
Yay.
So you're 1970.
I'm so old, I fart dust.
I'm 16. I am 1969.
Oh, so you're older than me.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep, I guess so. I guess so. Megan's 44. I'm not going to do it on well, I mean everybody can see it, so whatever. Jay Curtis 74. I know most of the old shows because as a kid we had an antenna for TV and only got a couple of channels out of the country. PBS tended to show all the oldies. Yep.
All those old shows used to be repeats during our time. About like they were still very active.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
Oh.
I remember watching plenty
Yeah,
of
we
Black
grew up
and White.
watching the reruns.
Before I would go to school, I'm from Milwaukee
What?
area, so I would watch Channel 18 had all old shows. So I'd watch like Fury, Lassie, Rin Tin Tin before I'd go to school.
And on the weekends, it was Abbott and Costello.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Three Stooges too.
Yeah.
The Lone Ranger.
Yep.
Sorry, and I'd say happy birthday, Nikki.
Aww.
He wished you a happy birthday, Nikki.
Thank you. That was so nice of you. Thank you.
That was sweet.
That was sweet. Remember Godzilla? I used to watch a lot of Godzilla.
I watched a lot of Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Godzilla.
Hell yeah.
Monster Island, the kid with the plum smuggler.
Oh my,
Monster Island with the little kid with the tight shorts with the little plum smuggler shorts on running around.
That Godzilla Monster Island. Yeah, they go to that island or whatever. It's like this kid's getting bullied at school. And every time he's getting bullied, he like dreams of being on Monster Island with Godzilla. But they got him in the tightest pair of white. I mean, they're like, it's gross.
Which must have been the style. Ironically, his mother has a picture of him. I'm like, oh my god, could they put you in a tighter pair of shorts? I mean, you could. See all these little plum smuggler shorts.
We were thrifty back then. A pair of shorts had to last you like 4 or 5 years.
yeah.
Jim's first porn was Blue Lagoon.
Oh my gosh.
When I was a kid, my big shows were Dukes of Hazzard and The Incredible Hulk. When I was little, I used to sit on my dad's shoulders a lot when we'd watch TV. And when The Incredible Hulk would change, I would act like I was changing too, and I'd be jumping up and down on my dad's shoulders and pulling his hair and twisting his head. And
yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you, I met Lou Ferrigno and I shook his hand, and oh my God, I swear my hand looked like a little baby hand next to him.
Oh, I bet.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. But now I watch it occasionally, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad.
I know, but when you were a kid, you thought it was great.
It was the coolest thing since around Will. Yeah, but now it's like, oh, what was I watching?
I know.
What about The Land of the Lost? Remember that one?
Oh, we bought it on DVD. My son loves it.
Oh,
so
yeah?
we were watching it like last year. We went through and watched them all.
That was a great show back then.
I don't care for that show. I never watched it when I was a kid, but it comes on Meet TV once in a while, and I watch it.
Well, the storyline's weak, but you know,
I think it's geared
it's a good kid show.
It's geared for a young audience.
Yeah.
I can tell you when I rewatched it, I was like, these seemed a lot better when I was like, 8.
I got the DVDs for Time Tunnel. Remember that show in the late 60s where they kept on like going through time and it'd wind up like in Napoleonic era, or when they wind up on the Titanic when it's going to sink. And when I was a kid, I thought, oh yeah, Time Tunnel, it's the coolest show ever. I got the DVD, I'm watching, I'm like, and that's geared towards adults. I'm like, this is the lamest show. I couldn't even sit through them. Oh my God, and sexist. You see stuff like you just take it for granted now that the way guys are now, but I mean it's like in the late 60s, it's like all the women are super frail and you have to help them with everything because they're like too stupid to function. I'm like, oh my God, because I'm like looking around like feminism, what's the big deal? I'm like, oh my God, in the late 60s it actually was pretty bad.
F Troop. There you go. There's one.
WKRP in Cincinnati. That was a funny show.
I used to watch that a lot. I used to watch that Greatest American Hero too, which is sort of lame now, I think. But
yeah,
Wonder Woman.
I'm sorry, Paul, but one of my guys got mugged.
I don't care how upset you are. You do not badmouth your own supplement auntie.
No, but my kids are gonna be like that because now they like watching. When they were growing up, they liked watching Little House on the Prairie, Golden Girls. They watched all those older shows. They loved it.
Yeah.
Or their friends thought they were nuts because they liked those shows. But yeah. They're like, you watch the Golden Girls?
I used to sit with my grandmother and then we'd watch Highway to Heaven together. Kapow.
I used to love that show. I used to love Highway to Heaven. I used to watch that with my mom.
Sorry.
I loved Michael Landon though. I thought he was just great.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Oh, there you go. Get it.
Cool.
How about Barney Miller? Remember that one?
Oh yeah, Fish.
Great. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, that was in reruns forever.
Yeah.
Mr. Cotter. Welcome back, Carter.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Welcome back, Carter. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember not loving John Travolta.
Well, that one guy died
I
recently.
like John Travolta.
What was his name? The Jewish Puerto Rican guy was his claim to fame. I forget his name. Juan Epstein.
Oh yeah.
Recently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, Epstein from Welcome Back, Kotter?
Yeah, he died recently.
Did he?
Huh.
Or shit.
Brandon or Speck quit it.
Chico and the Man. Sanford and Son.
That was good. Chips. I used to watch a lot of Chips.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Chip.
Emergency. In fact, I was just at a thrift store and I had it when I was a kid, so I bought it. There's a plastic fireman hat that has the emergency sticker on the front of it with the actors, and I used to wear it, so I bought another one. I don't know why, but anyway.
I used to think Eric Estrada was hot.
Oh yes, he was a heartthrob.
Like Valerie, I was boy crazy early age too.
Let's not forget What's Happening.
Oh yeah.
Great.
He's not good.
Facts of Life. Facts of Life.
Yeah,
I used to
Facts of
Oh
Life.
yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
Me and my
Three's
daughters.
Three's
was it both-
Company.
Yeah, I used to watch.
Oh, I love the company.
Oh God, and that one rerun forever too.
Yeah, it's still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But John Ritter was timeless. He was
Yeah.
funny.
Oh,
He was like Robin Williams. They never, if they wouldn't have died, they'd still be
Oh
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, he died young. Such a shame.
Mork and Mindy. Used to watch that one a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yep.
Love Mark and Mindy.
They had such good sitcoms back then.
They
Yeah,
did. There was a lot of them.
I don't know if
That's
do they still make sitcoms like that? Those half-hour sitcoms. I haven't watched network TV in so long. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, the new Kevin James one is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Forget the name of the show, of course.
Yeah, that one's funny.
Kevin Can Wait, I think it's called.
Yeah, he was good with that King of Queens one.
Yeah,
That one was good.
Yeah, similar
Oh,
type
King of
humor.
Queens. Lou Ferrigno was in there too.
Yeah, that was one of the shows that I wasn't able to. There was actually in that era there was a lot of, even though there wasn't a lot of like nudity or things like that, there was a lot of like sexual innuendos and everything, and hands down we used to get in trouble all the time for the shows that we would watch.
Really. My brother-in-law, when he was in high school, he dated this girl, and their family was kind of religious, and they would go through and edit Disney movies and put out they would cut out anything that involved like magic or anything they thought was like that, and then they put the movie back together. But I guess it'd be really bad because they cut out so much of the movie. It was like, wow.
There's probably like 5 minutes left of the movie.
Yeah, and they would make their kids wear these. It's like a promise ring. It's like a chastity ring, that they wouldn't fool around, before. Well, that don't work because it's like they go like way the other way then and get like all frisky early. Then I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the Duggars.
Oh boy.
Well, it's like, why are you protecting this so much? There must be something good in it.
Yeah, you made it into this like unattainable mystery. Like, oh well, it must be something good then.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Current stuff, they got like Dr. Ken is okay, Fresh Off the Boat, Goldbergs.
I haven't watched network TV. Like I said, I never turn on like NBC, ABC, or CBS. I haven't watched it in so long.
I mean, I watch a lot of that.
I hardly ever watch that stuff, but those are all funny shows.
Yeah, I mean, I watch it a lot because that's what Jessica watches, so then I kind of watch it by default.
Yep.
I think my favorite, though, is the Kevin.
My husband watches a lot of TV.
I like 30 Rock. Well, obviously it ain't on anymore. And like Parks and Rec, that was really good too.
I love the show, The Middle.
What'd you say? You broke up. Lost you.
I always miss The Middle.
Oh,
I like Parks and Rec. Yeah.
I think she said Behind the Green Door.
Oh, I don't think I heard that. I like Parks and Rec because the Ron Swanson character reminds me of Jim.
Yep, the Flintstones was primetime TV. That's right.
Oh, yeah. It's Saturday morning cartoons, like the Smurf and Bugs Bunny.
Oh my gosh. Yep. What was I found this show on Hulu. I like those I don't know, they're like made for Hulu, like the original series or whatever, but it's called The Outsiders, and it's actually really good.
Oh,
it's a pretty good show.
I was watching on Netflix. Brought it out is the Glow show where it's a like show about, you remember Glow wrestling? Actually, it's pretty good.
Huh? That sounds interesting.
They're like little half-hour shows, saying the backstory on how it got started and everything. Actually, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, and anyway.
No, actually, Tim, it's not based on The Outsiders. It's actually based on they're like hillbillies, hill people, and I think it's West Virginia area. And it's just, like this family of people, and they live, in the hills, and they do, moonshine and make moonshine. They, do all that. They live on the hill, and of course there's a town below them, but they rarely go down there. They stay on the hill. They live on the hill. But it's actually pretty good. I want to. What was his name? Morse? Daniel? Is it Daniel?
Oh, they're super little and light. They go first class.
I can't remember. This guy, the main character, used to play in a lot of. I can't even remember what his name is. Morse or Morse or something like that. Anyway, it's pretty good. Queen City Picker says, Val, it sounds like some of my relatives. I completely understand. Yeah.
Oh God, don't even get into Quincy. I think I've watched every episode. I love that show.
Trapper John MD, that was another good one.
Knight Rider.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Love Knight Rider.
I was in 5th grade, and I had pictures of David Hasselhoff. Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Knight Rider. I love Knight Rider. Silver Spoons, that was another one I was in love with. Ricky.
Oh, Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder. Hi, Gigi.
It's funny. I was actually yelling at Jessica the other day because on the DDR, she's got it all filled up with like 100 episodes of like Growing Pains. I'm like, what the hell are we doing with this on here?
Cameron
You know,
fan.
but I'm like losing my Walking Dead shows because she's got it filled up with the growing pains.
Sounds like some kind of torture for you. Tie you up and make you watch all the growing pains.
Yeah, waterboarding or growing pains. You choose.
God. Oh, and then she has this show. She watches this 90 Day Fiance thing. Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
I haven't watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
just picture reality TV of like stuff that is so like don't give a shit about any of these people. Why am I watching this? Like they've all made like bad choices in their life. It's like there's not even like a person you could like root for. You know what I mean? Like in that kind of sense.
Well, I used to watch Bret Michaels' Rock of Love, and Jim used to watch that Flavor Flav one. I
used to watch both.
Yeah, I used to watch those, and I will admit, I'm ashamed. I do watch Sister Wives.
Just watch that too. Yep.
But for me, it's more like a train wreck. It's like you just can't help yourself. You gotta watch it. I don't know. I used to watch Amish Mafia. That one was actually pretty entertaining.
Hey, Jason, you can watch Jessica have the DVR. You can watch Walking Dead on Netflix.
Oh, I know, but I have to record the latest season because I'm behind too.
Oh.
So, yeah, in fact, it actually got this season. I lost the first 4 episodes because of this friggin' growing pains thing on here.
Oh,
that and Barefoot Contessa had like 100-something episodes. And
that
for
one I
anyone
don't
who doesn't know what that is. It's a cooking show.
Oh,
my daughter always watches that.
Now, mind you, Jessica doesn't really cook.
She just likes watching cooking.
So why do you need this cooking show? I don't know, but whatever. That's a whole nother story.
She can't and cook. She just can't because you're so picky.
Oh no! I mean, like she doesn't really. I mean, she doesn't really cook for herself. Other than, I mean, she's done this like recent thing with like the Blue Bonnet, I think it's called. She's doing that thing
with margarine.
No. Blue. I think it's called Blue Bonnet. That service that delivers food that's just enough for the exact meal you're preparing.
Oh. Okay, we don't have that kind of stuff up here. Okay.
No.
I'm like, okay, I didn't know there was some kind of special recipe with margarine.
They don't deliver UPS up there.
Yeah.
No.
It comes like, you know, in a box that has like dry ice in it and all that.
Yeah, I think I've seen
hot state
for it.
Oh, Blue Apron, everyone's saying.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was calling it Blue Bunny, Blue Balls. I can never get the damn name right.
Oh boy.
Is that a Battlestar Galactica lunchbox I see?
Oh yeah, I do have one. I should list it.
Oh wait.
I just never got around to listing it.
That's another show I loved.
Oh yeah, you got a good eye there, Jason. I just said that there. I was gonna list it.
Does that have the thermos?
No, it does not have the thermos with it.
Mm.
I don't even know if it's really even tight. Truth, I don't even think it's really worth that much.
Yeah, and we're not listing it.
Oh, well, I guess we're not listing. I just been told we're not listing it. So.
Oh, I can. That's a show I really like. I have the DVD set of that.
Yeah, that was a good one. We were watching that too last year. I think it was. Did you download Battlestar Galactica?
No, they had it for a short time on either Amazon or Netflix. One of them.
Oh.
And then they took it off.
What about the Battlestar Galactica 1980? I think it was called.
You mean the second season?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Basically, yeah.
Because they were going to yeah, because it did good, but then they were going to cancel it. So then they opened it up as 1980, whatever the second year was,
right.
And then they really did kill it. But actually, it wasn't a bad show, and it had the Dr. Quinn medicine woman was a heartthrob, was a eye candy, I guess you'd call her in it. They'd have her in tight outfits. That Jane Seymour.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's still a beautiful woman.
Yeah. Because when I watched as a kid, I didn't really remember, but I'm watching it with my kid as an adult. I'm like, oh, wow, Jane Seymour. I can see why this thing was pulling in the viewers.
Yeah.
In outer space, they wear some pretty tight outfits.
I also have the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon DVD set.
Oh,
I
that
never even
saw.
knew they made a cartoon of that.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good back in the day.
I used to watch Voltron, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try watching them again. Oh man, yeah, they're really bad. It's something that's really good when you're a kid and not so good when you're an adult.
Oh, my auctioneer just messaged me happy birthday.
Oh, well, that's nice.
He's a good friend anyways. Oh. Earlier, Jim had a good question. I answered it, but does anybody selling Halloween stuff?
I just sold some Halloween masks about a month ago, like vintage ones.
I've heard the costumes do really well too.
Yeah, like some of if you could find like the masks or costumes like from when we were a kid or older, yeah, they'll do good. Or some of the old decorations, like the melted popcorn decorations, I call them. You know what I'm talking about, Nikki? They're like those plastic flat things hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
I call them melted popcorn. They're like ridgy, you know what I mean? Those do actually do all right.
I can tell you right now, Department 56 Halloween is really good when I get it. Yeah. And also anything real vintage Halloween where instead of like smiley faces on the pumpkins, you see like frowns or evil grins and stuff like that. Any of the older stuff always does really well.
Yeah, like that paper mache. I think it's like paper mache or
yeah.
I mean, it's like that old timey cardboard stuff.
Dolls, yeah. The more sinister it is a good indication of that it's older, because Halloween used to be really scary back in the day.
It's from before they commercialized Halloween. I think we all forgot it's really about Satan.
Actually, no. It's about
It's supposed to be the Night of the Dead, where the dead can come.
I think it was some sort of pagan rituals, wasn't it? Actually,
there you go.
I have to think about it a minute. I have seen a documentary on the actual history of Halloween. I just don't totally remember.
Yes, because I think the day after Halloween is like All Saints Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which used to be called All Souls Day.
No.
I always do good with like animated stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like the stuff that like you hang and they make sounds and movements. That stuff always sells well.
Yeah, and I don't hold on to it till Halloween. I just list it if I got it now in July, I just list it. Like right now, I went to a estate sale this past weekend and I got 90 pieces of wash and box, the red with Christmas tree, set, and I'm listing them right now.
And look up the comps. There's current solds.
And you'll have current solds like in June. That.
Oh, you know what else really good Halloween sells? There's also like they do like they're almost like Christmas ornaments, like they're glass blown things, but they're Halloween themed, and they're modern, but like they're made by designers. Those usually sound really good.
Yeah. It's really people that put up a Halloween tree, I think, or something like that.
Is that what it is? Because they kind of look like
they look like Christmas ornaments, but they'll be like Halloween or Thanksgiving or something like that.
I had a really cool spider one that I sold for like $80. Like,
Oh yeah. Who is that ornament guy that does really good? Now I forgot what the heck his name is. I think he does some of that stuff. Oh, this Tim is talking. He's got 2 silver aluminum trees. I bought one at an auction a year ago for $5. They had an abandoned house. I'm like, I'll buy the Christmas tree. I paid $5 for it, and I sold it in summer, and I think I got $350 for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't realize it, but I was at like Home Depot like last season, and I didn't realize how much these freaking trees cost, man.
Yeah,
they're expensive.
Yeah, fake trees are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean even just the basic ones, not even the fancy colored ones and stuff.
Yeah.
Nowadays, in my old age, I just have one of those little trees that's like 3 feet tall that I just whip out of the box, and it's already decorated, and the lights are on it, and I just plug it in.
Yeah.
This is going to be a shocker, Jason, but you know, at the end of, we got all these places we can put stuff. So at the end of Christmas, one year, we put away the Christmas tree. Come November, it's like, where's the Christmas tree? I don't remember. I can't remember where the hell I put it. Couldn't find the damn artificial Christmas tree. So we go to a thrift store, or it was a church thrift store, and they had a bunch of Christmas tree, artificial Christmas trees, and one was all lit up with red bows tied to it and stuff like that. What was it, like $5?
With the lights and everything.
So with the lights and stuff on it, so, and you just folded up the branches. It's separated in 2 pieces. Folded up the branches. I kind of had to rearrange the lights. Here I have lights, camera, action, the whole thing for $5. I'm like, geez, if for that I can just throw this thing away every year and just go buy another tree.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why bother even storing them for that price?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you can pretty much trees at the auction for, you know, $1. Nobody ever wants them.
Oh yeah, I always see them for like dirt.
Yeah.
But it's like when I went into Home Depot, it was like $300 to $600 for a tree.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Nuts. Well, and hard to buy on eBay because they're going to be expensive to ship.
Yeah. But you know, at $5 a cost,
yeah,
should be able to do okay.
I don't know though. Has anybody else noticed? I don't know if you ship big stuff, but I've noticed like the dimensional weight for FedEx. Man, it seems to be creeping up. I mean, because I ship a lot of saddles, and they used to run to $20 to $25 typically, and now they're running $45 to $50, and they're the same saddles.
And check USPS, because I've noticed a lot of times lately, USPS has been cheaper than FedEx.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to check that both ways. Well, probably I get one going out to Colorado, you know, post office. If you go, for me from Wisconsin, if you get west of the Rockies, boy, it gets bad.
Yeah, it does.
You can also check UPS. UPS and FedEx, actually, the prices do vary a bit.
Well, I'm talking the regular post office. Their prices have actually been more reasonable than FedEx.
Yeah.
Most of our stuff does go post office, but like a bigger box like that, like a saddle, if it's got to go out west, I mean, it's usually post office too expensive.
Yeah. What I'm saying is lately it seemed that they're a lot more competitive, or FedEx is just getting so high that.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody told me, and I don't know if this is true, that UPS is going to raise their rates because they want to hire more seasonal help at Christmas time. I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody just told me that this past weekend.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody's always raising something. I was amazed at how cheap things are down south.
Yeah.
It's like $1.76 down there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah.
You didn't buy no $5 waters, Nikki?
Cigarettes are cheap. Everybody smokes.
What was that you bought in Manhattan, Nikki? Water or was it soda?
Yeah. Yeah. Expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was I remember when we went and had the hot dog stand. Went to the hot dog stand. I had a hot dog. My two daughters had a pretzel, and we had 3 pops, and it cost $35.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, and a chicken kebab. It was like $5 for a pop, $3 for a water.
I think when your beta's dead,
Well.
yeah, you just let us go dig around.
All right, I'll check it out.
I think
Pictures of your son at the pirate thing. That was cute.
Oh yeah, they got this pirate ship thing you can go to here on the Eagle River chain. They had they got like a tiki bar and an ice cream stand and gift shop. It's sort of a tourist trap thing. Yeah, he thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
He's a handsome boy.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's like he has some fun.
Okay.
I can definitely see both of you in him, though. Neither one of you could deny him.
When he was born, my husband's like, Jim's like, oh my God, he looks just like your mother. I mean, he was like the spitting image of my mother.
Well, I'm glad I'm back. Sorry,
Oh.
I had to leave you guys, and thanks for holding the fort down for me.
We're here for you, Valerie.
That's good.
Gotta be honest, I didn't know you were gone.
Well, she had a
Jason.
Hi.
Sorry, I didn't. I honestly didn't.
That just makes me feel so
Jason said
so fuzzy inside. Yes, this is true. This is very true. So what are y'all doing today?
I'm gonna list. I'm going through. I got all this Waschenbach I'm listing, so I got about half of it done. I'm gonna try getting the other half done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm listing too, I guess.
Always a good pickup, Washerbach.
What'd you say?
Washerbach's always a good pickup. Sometimes it sits a little bit, but when it sells pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, and it was a whole dinner set. It's got, it was like a place setting for. There was 16 dinner plates and I think like 16 salad plates, but it had all the accessory pieces like the gravy boats, the serving platters, all this other accessory stuff with it. It was a big set.
Are you listing it all separately or?
Yeah, oh my God! If I tried to list 90 pieces together, Jim would have a shit hemorrhage. I gotta list it into small enough lots where he feels comfortable shipping it. Because there is somebody on eBay right now that has like a set of 95, and I think they want $1,100 for it or something like that. And it's got like 21 watchers. But yeah, if I tried doing that, he'd kill me.
I have a 50-inch by 80-inch picture window I want to sell on eBay and ship. It's no pain. said it did. I don't know how the hell.
I didn't even know. I don't know. I actually, it's a state, so I went there for something else, and I bought it. I went there early. They had this new in the box remote controlled sailing boat. It's like looks like a sailing ship or yacht. So anyway, so I did get that, and they had all this washabach there. I bought a couple metal sides, and I left because we had to go to Rylander. So anyway, I'm talking to Jim about it. I'm like, God, yeah, she wants $300 for that washabach. I don't want to pay that much for it. So I go there probably about a half hour before she's going to close, and she's really nice to me. I go, you know, what would you take for the washabach? I don't throw out an offer or anything. She goes, oh, $150. I'm like, okay, buy it. She knocked it half off. I mean, usually she's half off the second day. I didn't have to go there, stand in line, or any of that stuff. She knocked it half off right away, which was awesome. So anyway, she's actually a pretty nice lady and stuff, and she's pretty good to me. So that was cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be listing today too. Trying to get as much listed as I can before I go on vacation.
Yeah.
What's your handling time out or what?
Yeah, I'm just going to put my handling time out 10 days. But I do plan on going to some thrift stores out there, so I will be working a little bit out there too.
Make sure you give yourself enough handling time to when you come back.
Right.
To pack and when you first come back, you're not going to want to get right into packing.
Right.
You want to give you an extra day of rest, and then plan on, if you sell a lot, plan on being able to pack it.
Right.
So I would give myself more than 10 days.
Well, that's the thing too. I don't think they allow. I know they allow you 10 days, but I think after that, I think it's like 20 days or something like that. So I think you just have to adjust it, day by day. You just have to adjust your handling time or something like that.
30.
What's that?
I think it's 10, 15, and 30, isn't it?
Okay, maybe. Well.
Hey, and Valerie, when we went to Florida, I bulk. You can use your bulk edit tool to add to your description, and I put in an explanation. We're on vacation. We're out of the state. We can't ship, and I can't answer questions that requires me to go look at the item and measure it. Which, of course, most people they ask you measurements still anyway. But explain what you're doing, and I put that the shipping is listed to give me time when I get back, but I may be able to get your item out faster. So I mean, you can explain. You can write out an explanation. Just put it in your.
That's true.
Description. Tell them what's really going on. And most people are cool, but you don't want to cut yourself short and get in trouble with eBay for not getting your stuff out.
Oh yeah.
So I would say it'd be better to under promise and then over deliver when you get back. Get it out.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep. And that's really my thing, because I'll be home on, what did I say, the 14th. I plan on being home on the 14th, so I can still ship, Saturday. And even if I don't get it done on Saturday, I could definitely get it, sent out Mondays. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then still try to do some listing out there. So
we did
it'll
that
be good.
when we went to Florida. I mean, we got into Florida on Thursday, and we went to an auction that night just to go check it out. And we did actually buy some stuff and sell it. We hit some thrifts, Goodwills down there.
Yeah, I got some good electronics. The Goodwills down there our Goodwills don't sell electronics very much, but down there they do, and I got some really good deals. But I will say something else though. We were laughing on the way down. We're like, I wonder how long it'll be before somebody says, "Hey, where's my item?" Yeah, it was day 2. Where's my item?
Oh my God!
Message back. I'm in another state. I can't ship it until whatever. And then they're like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't read the description."
Yeah, we never had anybody be mad about it or anything.
No, well, I offered.
Yeah.
I said, if this don't work for you, I'll refund you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing that I was planning on doing. I don't know if if it hurts your sales if you put your store on vacation, if you put your store on vacation and you put your handling time out.
I only put the handling time out. I wouldn't put the store on vacation too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have a smartphone with you, right? I mean, where you could answer questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, as long as you keep
yeah.
as long as you have the smartphone and you keep in touch with people, they're pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Jim talk about it.
Everybody.
I mean, even when we went to Disney and stuff, I mean, Jim will usually look at our emails and stuff in the morning before we leave or at night. I mean, we do sort of kind of, I know it's work, but we do enjoy it. So we do like to look at the computer and see what's going on. So to us, it's not like a bad, like, oh, the drudgery of eBay or something.
Yeah, and it's like we paid, how much we spent at Disney today. Ouch. Oh, look what's in PayPal. Look what we made today. All right. It's kind of, for me, it's a good trade-off. And I mean, I don't care. I mean, I like doing stuff with other people's money. So if I can make money while I'm in Disney World,
yeah, there's nothing better than making money while you're away.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. And that's what I want. I want to be, still making money when I'm gone. So
we walked into the park, and I think it was the Animal Kingdom park at Disney. We went to this. We went into this Rainforest Cafe, which I've never been into one before. It's the biggest one in the United States, or maybe I don't know if they're in other countries, but because the waitress tells you that when you walk in, and you can see why when you see the $30 hamburger. It cost us, I don't know, they're $30. That's probably an exaggeration, but it was a lot. It cost us, for me, Tara, and little Brandon, it cost us with the tip like $70-$80.
Oh my gosh.
For a light lunch. So I mean, it's really nice when you got stuff going into PayPal while that's going on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you got those animatronic elephants and stuff.
Yeah, you have an elephant like moving his head around. That's worth it. It was a damn good hamburger, though. I'll give them that.
No, they have good food.
Damn good hamburger.
But even if you go to Pecos Bowl, which is like cafeteria style hamburgers and stuff, I mean, we can't get out of there without spending like $45 at Disney.
So why not have your eBay making that happen for you?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
Well, it makes it a little easier to spend that money too. If you find something you want to buy and you're like, oh, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
$150 on that one item, then it makes it a little easier to swallow when you want to buy something.
I bought that chandelier in Florida at that auction. I paid $5 for it, and I sold it for $200 on my way home.
Wow.
The truck, so then at least that helped pay for
pay for a tank of
half
diesel.
a day at Disney or something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like Dusty's been saying, like when he goes on vacation, he wants to have zero interruption or whatever. And that's cool if you want to do that. But for me, it doesn't bother me.
Right. Right. And I feel the same way. I don't think, I mean, I'm the only one that lists, and I'm, everything goes through my hands. So I should know a little bit about, if somebody has a question, I should know a little bit about the item, anyway. So,
it's not a big deal to like check your eBay account, like when you get to the hotel for the evening or something when everything's done.
No. No. I definitely agree.
Well, in this day and age, I mean, it's just the way it is. You just automatically, you go check your email a couple times a day or whatever. It's just the way it is. So, it is a big deal.
It is what it is.
I would have a better time knowing what's going on my eBay account at a theme park, having the smartphone with me, than being on blackout and having no idea what's going on. I mean, like on the dark side of the moon, I would not like. That would make me totally uncomfortable. I'd rather know what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you want to keep your momentum going, because if you're not getting sales, you shut your store down. Now, when you get back, you have to wait for that momentum to catch up again.
And when you're even with the 10-day handling, it's going to slow down a little bit in that time because you're not listing anything new.
Very true.
Yeah. Just trust me. Make sure you have enough handling time on that. Black summer.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to close the show down. My headphones are going to die again. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Hope everybody has a great day.